Hey, what is up everyone? The LDB is back at it again, coming at you today with another Outriders video, and today we are going to be checking out my Pyro Torturers build. This is definitely one of my new favorite bullet builds as it really has some nice DPS as well as some good survivability. So, as always, I hope you enjoy and find this video helpful. If so, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button, subscribe for future content if you are new to the channel. We're almost at that 13,000 mark, so again, if you are not subscribed already, definitely hit that sub button, and also be sure to drop a comment down there below. So let's take a look at this. Alright everyone, so I hope you enjoyed that. Now let's take a look at this class tree really quick, get a few things out of the way, and we will be on to the good stuff. And even if you're a veteran, you might want to stick around for just a minute, because what I'm about to explain is pretty important on this build. I just figured it out the other day, and I haven't heard anyone else talking about this. So just hang out with me for 1 second, because if you're not spec'd into the right things, your build's just not going to be working right. So give me 1 minute here. Now with that being said, I do feel like there are some nodes that are crucial for this build that will really help you out a lot and just push you through the roof, but at the same time there are a couple that I would not recommend using ever. 100% negative. Do not use the armor piercing mods. Do not use these nodes at all. You've got one there and one there. My point being is use these 2 points for something that is actually going to benefit you, because these are not. If you read the description on how the volcanic rounds work, it states that they ignore armor. So theoretically, speccing into armor piercing is absolutely useless unless you lose your volcanic rounds, I guess, which shouldn't really happen all that often. The point is to keep them up as long as possible, right? If not for the entire time. So again, use these 2 points for something else that is going to benefit you. For instance, something like you got some cooldown over here. You got one in the front, you got one in the back. These two are going to help you out a lot. That's 30% cooldown on these two skills, because we're going to be using both of these skills And both of these skills inflict ash, which is also a key component for this build. So the faster you can spam these, the more damage you're going to be doing, and it's just that much better. Because the next thing I'm going to spec into is extra damage to anybody that is afflicted with ash. As you can see, we get an extra 15% here, and then we get another 10% over here. So that's another 25% extra damage up. I mean, I'll definitely take that. Then went ahead and put Incinerate on here. The moment burn ends on an enemy, inflict ash status. So if you're shooting them with your volcanic rounds and they get away from you a little bit and the burn ends, ash is inflicted, and then you're going to be doing more damage to them anyways. My point being is, it's just one more way to inflict ash. You know, just that much more damage can be put out. Then I went ahead and spec'd into 2 nodes of weapon leech. You got one over here and one over here, because again, we are a bullet build, so we do need some kind of health regen, something going on. This will definitely help you out a lot. And then I went ahead and just threw on this extra max health right here, another 10%, and I've been doing pretty good, guys. So definitely check this one out. It is a beast, probably one of the stronger bullet builds that I have played with in a long time. So hope you enjoy it. Let's get on to the skills. Okay, so on to the skills here. I'm going to be using the volcanic rounds. I mean, obviously you're right. If I wasn't, I'd be doing it wrong. But I wanted to talk about the description down here like I was trying to explain in the class tree. It says here, fill your current weapons magazine with bullets that will ignite the air around enemies and inflict burn onto them, even if the bullet misses. If the bullet hits, it causes skill damage, ignoring armor. Keywords, ignoring armor, and piercing the target, damaging others behind them. So, if it's going to ignore armor, you shouldn't really spec into any kind of armor piercing. Use those nodes for something else that is going to benefit you on your class tree, and I promise it will be helping you out a lot. Now, other than that, moving on to the good old Ash Blast here. Create an anomaly blast to inflict ash onto enemies within a large radius around you. And if you've ever played with this, it is a pretty large radius. I mean, it's like, you know, quarter of the map. Anyone remotely close to you gets hit with this, and this is awesome because that way you're going to get damage up on them because they're ashed, but also if you're getting in a pinch, if they're, you know, ambushing you too much, just hit that Ash Blast and freeze everybody, start mowing them down, you get some life back, get some ammo back, and just keep on pushing. And then we have Feed the Flames here. This is like the cherry on top. I have been loving this talent right here, this skill. It says here, select and pull enemy towards you, dealing damage and draining health and inflicting ash. So you're going to be doing damage, you get health back, and then it inflicts ash on them. And then we also have a talent on the actual build that is going to give us 33% of our ammo back every time we do this. So if you can, you know, last 10 seconds essentially without draining your ammo, pop this thing off and you get it back. I mean, this is awesome. I've been loving this, and it's been working out great. Alright everyone, so on to the good stuff. As you can see over here, base firepower 179,000, anomaly power 48.7, our health is almost 20k, and our armor is at about 53k. So I'd have to say we're doing pretty good for a bullet build, but again, those numbers are all subject to change once our talents get rocking and rolling. Now, my primary weapon that I'm going to be using is an Amber Vault. I freaking love this thing. It is an absolute ripper. We're pretty much maxed out here, 99.4, and it does come with armor piercing, so you know, I just did a big rant about, you know, not really speccing into that, but you know what, it fits everything else. It's got healing received, close range damage, the damage that it puts out itself, the RPM, the mag size, everything else is good. And then also the cherry on top, killing spree. Killing shots increase damage 25%, stacks up to 3 times, so that's a 75% weapon damage. You know, so this thing definitely works. And I went ahead and put Perpetuum Mobile on there. I did try out Dark Sacrifice, Embalmer's Rage, Ultimate Damage Link, Bone Shrapnel. Those will all work. I promise. They will all work. Absolutely. Your numbers will be great, but you will always be fighting with that ammo. So you know what? I was like, I'm just going to try Perpetuum Mobile and see what happens. And to my surprise, I'm still mowing stuff down. I guess you can be one talent off and not really, you know, have it affect you all that much. So definitely try this out. Just because it doesn't look good on paper doesn't mean it doesn't work. So again, just think for yourself. That's all I'm saying. Now moving on to my secondary, I really am not using this. It just kind of looks cool on my back and kind of fits the Pyro, I guess you could say. It's got crit damage on there, status power, skill life leech, ultimate burning bullet, so every shot that I shoot is going to be doing extra damage because of one of the talents on the gear pieces. And then after I take somebody out for 5 seconds, all my shots are going to be crits. So if I'm beaming them in the head, you know, this thing can work out all right. It's not too bad, you know, but again, I'm going to be sticking to the Amber Vault the entire time, and my ammo really does not go down very often. That's all I can say. Alright everyone, so enough chit chat blah blah blah. Let's get on to these actual gear pieces, and we'll start right here with the headgear. The Torturer's Mask. Bonus firepower, close range damage, and status power. And it comes with Death Sentence for Ash Blast. Your weapon damage and anomaly damage against enemies affected by the skill are increased respectively 40% and 30% for 5 seconds. So, we're already going to be doing extra damage to anybody affected by Ash, and this is just going to push it that much further. So, gotta love that right there. Now, moving on, we have Bullet Absorption down here for Feed the Flames. Replenishes 33% of the ammo in your magazine for every enemy affected by the skill. Now keep in mind, it says every enemy affected by the skill, because we have a way to push that even further on another piece. And of course, we got to take a look at what the Torturer set actually does for us. It triples the size of the Volcanic round's damaging aura that surrounds each bullet. Now, if you remember back when we were taking a look at the skills, it said they don't even have to actually hit the enemy. As long as it comes close enough to them, whizzes right past them, it's going to burn them. And this is absolutely amazing because you can just kind of shoot in a general direction, and you'll be burning people in the background like crazy on accident. But it works, so hey, I'll take it. It's been fun. Alright, so moving on to the upper armor. Bonus firepower, healing received, close range damage, and I went ahead and put Stare into the Barrel on there. Boost your firepower 10,000 for each enemy in close range, stacks up to 5 times. So that's a potential 50,000 extra bonus firepower just for them getting close to you. I mean, gotta love that right there. And then we have Radiation Flames down here for Volcanic rounds. Enemies damaged with the skill are affected with weakness. Now, weakness is going to basically debuff them 30%. They're going to be doing 30% less damage to you for the next 6 seconds. So that is definitely a plus in my book. Alrighty, so moving on to the lower armor here. Comes with bonus firepower, close range damage, status power, and I went ahead and put Flame Grasper on there for Feed the Flames. Enables absorption of 2 additional targets, so that's going to allow me to hit 3 targets every time I pop Feed the Flames. And that really, really goes well with the talent that I put on the headgear. Bullet Absorption for Feed the Flames replenishes 33% of ammo for every enemy affected by the skill. So 33 times 3 is 99% of your ammo back every time you pop this, and that will definitely keep you going. On top of that, Perpetual Mobile, this piece right here is definitely a game changer, because I also have extra mag on here. The skill is effective for 1 additional magazine before triggering a cooldown, so you got 2 mags for your Volcanic rounds, and it makes it that much easier to get ammo back. So gotta love that piece right there. Alrighty, so moving on to the gloves here. Nothing too crazy, just some purple gloves. Comes with bonus firepower, cooldown reduction, and close range damage. Now that cooldown reduction is definitely key on your gloves and your foot gear, because you do not get any cooldown reduction on any of the set pieces. I went ahead and put Captain Hunter on there to increase damage to any elites, and we have Bullet Kindling on there. Deal 20% more damage against enemies afflicted with burn, and pretty much with those bullets you're going to be burning everybody. So that's going to be going the entire time. Gotta love this piece right here. Alrighty, so on to the final piece, the foot gear. Looks like some purple Adidas to me. I mean, that would be my guess. Doesn't have the best armor roll, but comes with bonus firepower, that cooldown reduction, and close range damage. And I went ahead and put Bloodlust on there. Killing shots increase firepower 17,000. Stacks up to 3 times. So, as you can see on the build, pretty much everything that I put on there is a damage up, damage up, damage up the whole way, so you just mow them down. But I do have even odds on here. Increase your max health by 10% for each enemy within a 10-meter radius around you. Stacks up to 3 times, so it's an extra 30% max health you can have. This works. You can always use, what was I using before? Emergency stance or mitigation from death. Whatever works for you. I just think that you need to have at least one mod on here, one talent that is going to help you boost your armor or your health up. That's my opinion. So other than that, guys, I really hope you enjoyed and found this video helpful. If you did, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button. Subscribe for future content if you are new to the channel, and be sure to drop a comment down there below. So until next time, guys, I hope you take it easy. I will see you then. Later.